Hi everyone, in this video and over the next couple of videos, we will deep dive into the world of event tools in ServiceNow, which are an important part of event management in ServiceNow. Event tools in ServiceNow play a crucial role in managing and processing events effectively within the platform and are also critical in determining how these events are processed and acted upon. And one of the important part that I feel like regarding the event tools is they help us filter certain events based on the conditions we can pass in the event tool and process the events and route the incoming events to the appropriate areas in service. Now, for example, based on the event tool, you can decide what is going to be the configuration item, and based on that configuration item you can decide what is the support group of the final incident that we need to create. So let's take a look at one of the example, beginning from the very simple one first, and then we will deep dive into other important use cases related to the event tools and how to create those complex regex queries as well. We will look into that. So I'm currently looking at events from a source called VMware TVS, which is actually the VMware ARIA tool. Uh, and it is connected to ServiceNow instance based on a certain connector which is available at VMware ARIA. And then we just provided the credentials to connect to the ServiceNow instance so that VMware ARIA is able to send the events to ServiceNow instance. Now, these are the type of events that VMware ARIA has sent to ServiceNow: critical, major, and warning. Let's take a look at the critical ones. So few of them you can take a look at the processing nodes are ignored because of the conditions we have configured to ignore such events. So I can show you real quick the event tool configured to ignore such events. So let's see. Yeah, this is the one. So I configured an event tool because I don't want to create alert or incident for every single event that is coming in ServiceNow. So the condition that we received from the customer was that every single event which has a description that starts with opening brace DEP and closing brace, just ignore those events. So ServiceNow has this functionality within the event tools that we can mark certain events to be ignored. So for those events, alerts and incidents is basically part of the flow that we attach to the alerts. So alerts will not be created if we mark ignore events that match this filter checkbox on an event tool. So we have covered one part over here. Now the second part comes into picture where actually the alerts are being created. So let's take a look at one of such event. Now in this case, the reason I said this is a simple event because in this we are getting the CI ID as part of the configuration item field, and this CI ID was sent by a VMware ARIA itself. There's nothing we have configured on the ServiceNow side that populates this field after the event is created, because the way that integration works is VMware ARIA already has read access to the ServiceNow CMDB, so they are able to read the sysID, and while they want to create events in ServiceNow, they just set the configuration item field, and which makes it very easy because since this field is set with the sysID of the CI, once the alert is created, like this is the alert, and it will automatically map the exact CI with the configuration item field on the alert, and which makes it very easy from the fact that the incident which is going to be created will have the assignment group populated based on the support group in this CI. Now let's go back to our event, and you can see the processing nodes over here. Node will be resolved to CI ID because we are receiving that from the integration itself, and that's it. So no other event tool was applied because we are only applying event tool in this case just to ignore the events, and we don't need any other event tool to bind with the alert or to populate or to process something here, because everything is already done except for the ignored events. We want everything to create an alert, and accordingly the CI will be mapped. So this was one of the simplest examples, and as I mentioned, this is going to be a step-by-step demonstration. We just have taken a look at one of the easy ones, and then we will increase the level in the upcoming videos, and we'll cover all those scenarios regarding the event tools and how it can map the node value or the CI value and take care of everything from there. Thank you so much for watching.